Hey guys, it's John from Nomad Nesters, and I am giving you my top 10-ish must-haves for our RV, our Class A. So I'll start off with number one, and that is our Safety Plus steering stabilizer, which is essentially a shock absorber that goes between both front wheels to alleviate any extra steering looseness and to keep you safe and keep you going straight down the road. Absolute game changer, must have, belongs on number one. Number two is we have a variety of solar shades that are privacy and solar shades. Those are an absolute must have. We kind of upgraded our front one to get a electric version where you push a button and they come down all fancy.
Want to tell them what
but
brand
it works
was?
Great.
Where we got it done?
Yes, those were from MCD Shades, and it's MCD Solution in McKinney, Texas, just outside of Dallas. So my next must-have out here is electrical, and this is our Southwire SureGuard. That model is what, 34950. And so what that does is that validates and verifies power coming out of the pedestal to ensure that it is safe. It's not over your voltage or under your voltage, and protects the RV from any negative things that could happen from an overage or underage of power. And it does a check before we start. My next must-have is our sewer solution. So what we utilize is something called the Valterra sewer solution. And so you'll notice that our hose, our sewer hose, is essentially the size of a garden hose. And the way it works is as we flush our black tank and or gray tank, any larger obstacles that come out get pulverized by water pressure. And then the water pressure not only pulverizes any larger items, but also forces the water out the hose so you can go uphill by 3 feet and everything drains as it should. Absolute must have. It's super clean, easier to manage than the big fat stinky slinkies as they call them. My next must have is this on-the-go water softener and conditioner. So what this device does is it brings water in from the city and it filters out any of the contaminants that potentially can clog hoses, lines, connections, faucets, shower heads, things of that nature. Super simple, easy to use. It gets recycled, replenished just with some simple iodized table salt. So it works out great. Our next must-have is this water pressure regulator. Oftentimes you'll get at a campground, and if the water pressure is too high, it could potentially blow your connections, your water connections inside the RV. This particular one, we have it set at about a little bit above 55 psi, and that's kind of optimal for us. And it doesn't allow it to go over that amount. My next must-have is this thing here. So this is our Truma AquaGo on-demand tankless water heater. It's not completely tankless, but it's a small amount. So what it provides for us is endless hot water, which I personally am a fan of and cannot live without. So this, my friends, is a must-have. Do you want to tell them a little bit about
the journey we had to get it installed and having to paint it the same color?
Oh, we did.
Just so they're aware.
We did. So whenever this device was first installed, this outside was just an ungodly white plastic looking, we'll call it unsightly. So what we ended up doing was, after it got installed, we went to a place in Austin, Texas, had them match up and paint the color, do the stripes. As you can see, it looks like it's a part of the original factory equipment.
Do you want to tell them the name of the place we took it? Do you
I would
remember?
love to, but I do not remember the name of them.
All right, we'll put it
look
in the
up
comments.
and put it in the
But they did a
notes.
fantastic job, turned it around really quickly, and it looks awesome.
Absolutely did. Okay, some other must-haves. We can walk around this way now. Some other must-haves that I needed were a couple of things. One is a ladder. So I bought a Little Giant ladder. That's the brand. And I utilize it to get up to the top, to wash the windows, to wash the side of the RV, to crawl up and do any maintenance work that we need to do on the front, the back, the sides, anywhere we need to.
And where are you going to show them where you're storing it right now?
I will show you that. Sure.
So they can see how big it is in the basement.
So it is stored. This is our cleaning supplies. And the ladder is stored right back there.
What an organized basement.
Thank you. Put a little work into it. The next item I have on a must list is with any RVer, especially guys, gals, doesn't matter, are tools. I have a variety of tools. I have a large variety of tools. This is my tool bag, and this is essentially my man compartment with all of the tools and various items I need. I have all kinds of pliers, screwdrivers, tape measure, wire cutters, LED flashlights, multimeter, DeWalt drill, battery powered. There's duct tape, there's gloves.
WD-40 back there.
Some WD-40.
Must-have.
I have some things to clean the coils on the air conditioner, and some must-have zip ties. Those are major must-haves.
So babe, do you want to kind of acknowledge how you ended up starting to build this kit with the school that you went to?
Sure. So I went to the National RV Training Academy in Athens, Texas. It's a week-long training class that introduces you to the essentials of an RV, from every component of it, the electrical, the plumbing, the air conditioning, the heating, all of this.
And they kind of recommended a lot of these different tools
They
that
gave
you needed.
they gave a list of tools that you must have, that would be nice to have, depending upon whether or not you're going to be just an RV owner and a mechanic, or a certified mechanic, or an RV inspector. And they had a whole list. The Academy was fan-freaking-tastic. Absolutely 78 thumbs up. Highly recommend it. And I learned so much about it. Very helpful. One other thing on the outside that I do like, a couple of little things. I do like our tire covers. These came with the RV. Our previous owner had purchased those, and it's the same material that we use to block our windows on the inside. They just simply snap on and snap off, and I roll them up. We have them on all four. The other thing, one of the last thing on the outside I have is my tow system. So if you're going to tow a vehicle, there's a variety of brands and types that you can utilize. This is the Roadmaster Nighthawk. It has these LED lights that light up at night.
And you want to tell them what we're towing?
We are towing a 2020 Sahara, a Jeep Sahara, and it's a 4-door model. And this Forza 34T tows it just fine, no problems, no worries. You can see our satellite dish here in the corner, which is 50-50 on whether we like it or not.
Yeah, we need to do a whole nother update on our network and TV. That'll probably be one of our next videos. We've learned a lot in the last few months about what works and what does not work.
We have, and the Starlink is sitting out here.
Yep, and that'll be in our review next on what we thought about the Starlink.
Yep, I can do that. And then I only have two other little must-haves. I know I went a little over more than 10. This is 10-ish. One is the navigation system, which we use the Garmin 890, and it works good. It has lacked a little bit of accuracy here and there, but it has kept us off of any difficult for RV type roads. So it's been helpful with that. It's got a great big screen. I think it's an 8-inch screen, and it works well. And if you'd like, we can take a look at it. We've just got a new mount for it. And
Yeah.
we've mounted it in the cup holder.
We'll have to let you know how the cup holder works. We kind of had it mounted on the window, right, babe? And we were having all kinds of issues with it falling
We
from
did.
the window when we get into bumps. So we kind of upgraded to this cup holder thing. We haven't took it out yet for a good run, so we'll come back with our thoughts on the Garmin. But yeah, it's essential.
It is essential. The other essential that I have is a TST branded tire monitoring system. So this is what we utilize to ensure that the tire pressure and temperature on all of the tires on the RV, as well as the 4 tires on the Jeep, are accurate. That they have the appropriate air pressure in them. If anything goes flat, then we'll notice it immediately, or if it's getting lower, we'll know we need to stop and pull over for safety reasons. And the only other must-have is our internet connectivity system, which is our PepLink. We utilize a PepLink, the Max Transit Pro Duo, which is this device here. I just installed a heat sink on it yesterday, but this utilizes our Starlink, our campground Wi-Fi, and it has 2 cellular modems inside it, and one of those modems has a T-Mobile SIM card in it. The other cellular modem has an AT&T and a Verizon SIM in it. So when we get on the road, I log into some software that combines all of those data sources into one pipe, and we just connect to one Wi-Fi signal that's transmitted throughout the whole RV. We can connect our TVs to it, our work laptops, cell phones, any electric device that can connect to Wi-Fi. So we connect to those. So before I continue on any further, I think I've crossed over 10. So I will stop my must-haves here. And if you guys have any questions or comments or want any specifics about brands or installs, any of that type of thing, just leave a comment and we will get it done.
Dryer's done.
Yeah.
Well, that's a must-have. Washer and dryer. That's on my list.
Yeah, that's on yours.
All right. Thanks,
All right, guys.
y'all.
Bye, guys.